Hi and welcome back to our channel Sweetcraft, and today we've got a fabulous selection of gifts that you can make your mum this Mother's Day.
So we have gone for a variety of things that you could choose. Now some of them are very quick and easy if you're a little bit more limited for time, and other makes are, let's say,
maybe a bit more adventurous.
Yeah, a bit more adventurous if you've got a bit more time on your hands.
Brilliant, so let's get started.
The first gift idea are the chocolate covered strawberries, and to make this you will need
a baking tray covered with baking paper, some chocolate, some strawberries, a pair of scissors, some material for the ribbon and some cellophane bags. So the first thing we're going to make are the strawberries dipped in chocolate, and these are a great idea if you are maybe running a bit short on time for this Mother's Day and you want to do something simple, and they're also great if you're going to a party or you need a quick birthday gift, and they look fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. These are a definite crowd pleaser. So what we've done is we've got a selection of both milk chocolate and white chocolate, but you can go for whatever type of chocolate you prefer. And the first step is melting the chocolate, and you can do this whichever way you want, either in the microwave or on a saucepan in a bowl with some water in the saucepan. But the trick is to take it nice and steady so that you're sure not to burn the chocolate. So once you've got your melted chocolate, the idea is nice and simple: to pick up your strawberry, dip it into the chocolate, and then once you've got it completely covered, rest it onto the baking paper, and then once you've filled up your tray with all your strawberries, pop it in the fridge for 15 minutes and wait for it to solidify. So the strawberries have come out of the fridge and they are looking really good. So you could either display them like this.
They do look amazing like that. Or you can put them in these little bags and they are perfect to give as gifts. Just tie a little ribbon round.
They make perfect gifts, yeah. I think that looks lovely as well. Up next are the decorated pots. For the fabric pots you will need
a terracotta pot, some material, a paintbrush, PVA glue.
So the first decorated pot, we are going to use a 15cm ceramic pot, and we're going to cover it using a fat quarter of material. And you can be as creative as you like with this one. You can choose a design that you like, and then once you're ready, the first step is to cover your pot using PVA glue. And just make sure that you cover the whole pot so that once you stretch your fabric around it, it sticks really nicely. And one thing to remember is to make sure that you put some glue on the inner lip as well of your pot, just so that when you are wrapping your fabric around, you can tuck it in. Okie dokie, glue is on, and now comes the tricky bit, getting the fabric stuck onto the pot. It's quite fiddly actually, it takes a little bit of patience, but if you take your time, the results will definitely pay off. So don't worry if there are any creases at all, because whilst the glue is still wet, you still have the luxury of being able to stretch the fabric so that it stays nice and flush. And at this stage, now that you've got the overlap, you can get your scissors and just cut away the excess bit of material that you're not going to need. At the end, what you could do is just do a little fold going down the side of the pot. And then once that's stuck down, it will just give it a much better finish. And then with your glue, same as before, just go in and stick it down. So what I've done now is I've trimmed off the excess layer of fabric at the top and the bottom. I've cut it quite close to the pot, which makes it easier to stick down. And then the finishing touch is to completely cover the pot with your layer of PVA glue. And for the decoupage pot, you will need
a terracotta pot, some patterned napkins, a paintbrush, PVA glue. While Rafaela is waiting for her pot to dry, I'm going to get started on something that's a little bit different, and this is using patterned napkins to put onto a pot. And you can use any type of napkins you want, and you can mix up the designs. We're just going to keep it simple and stick to the same napkin. So to make it slightly easier, you can just cut the napkins into squares, and this will make it better when you come to actually glue them onto the pot. And first of all, I'm just going to put a layer of PVA glue onto the pot. So once you've got a bit of glue on your pot, you don't need to cover the whole thing at the moment because we're just going to put down one of the squares. And you can just make sure that that sits nice and flush. And then once you've got that in place, then you can go straight over it with the PVA glue. That's all finished now, so all we need to do is wait for it to dry. To make the cupcake tree, you'll need your favourite cupcakes,
a polystyrene ball, rolling pin, green roll-out icing, toothpicks, icing sugar,
red food colouring,
mini marshmallows, napkins for floral decoration, wooden skewers. Our cupcakes are ready and we are going to start decorating them. We are doing half of them decorated to look like roses and the other half are going to be covered in mini marshmallows.
And while those are being put on the Oasis ball, then what we need in between is some nice green roses. So I've just got some rolled out icing here which is already coloured green, but you can colour your own, and I just need to make sure it's nice and soft enough to roll out on the table. Pots have been outside for an hour in the sun and they're all lovely and dry.
So they are ready for us to start putting things inside them. Now we've kind of gone for a different take on what's going to go inside. I've gone down the simple route. I'm just going to put in a potting plant and that'll be done.
Oh, it's nice and easy, isn't it?
It is, if you're limited for time as well, I think it's really good.
And it's always lovely having flowers and plants around.
Definitely.
And what I'm going for is slightly trickier, and I have got an Oasis ball which I'm going to put in the pot, and then I've got all these lovely cupcakes which I'm going to secure around the Oasis and put in my green roses, and hopefully it will all come together and look fantastic for my mum.
I'm sure she'll love it, yes. Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope that it's given you some ideas of gifts to make for your mum.
And whatever you've decided to make, I hope she loves it.
And please, if you enjoyed our video, don't forget to subscribe or like, and we will see you all in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.